And welcome back to more Sonic Adventure 2. As promised, I did Knuckles fight since it's basically the same fight, but we're moving on. We are on... Well, we're in the pyramid, suddenly.
What's Rouge up to, anyway? This is strange. It's showing energy readings from two separate Chaos Emeralds. Did they really think they could trick me with that fake emerald?
And his mustache doesn't move as he starts to mess with it.
You should be telling them the end is near, not you. Now is the time to end.
Yeah, his neck is, or lack of neck movement, and the fact that his head is moving up and down is seriously kind of starting to disturb me. And suddenly he has his robot. Suddenly. It's actually true that the Knuckles fight only took me like 10 seconds off screen, so I don't know if I should really even cut that part out. It's so like short, then it's like, why bother cutting out? Cosmic Wall is an interesting level because floaty jumping! You can actually ascend by hovering for once. Which doesn't make it hovering, it makes it flying, right? Well, I don't know. Sonic games are not known for their respect for real-life physics, to be fair. Cosmic Wall is a level that I thought was really cool as a kid. I probably wouldn't have actually been a kid then. I probably would have been more like a teen. Because how freaking long it took me to get past the vault level and also Aquatic Mine. In that order. So yeah, I actually did finish the Dark Story first. It took me years to finish the Hero Story. Also got really stuck on Crazy Gadget as a kid, I remember. I'm so much better at games than I used to be though. So that's something I'm proud of. Like my most, like the gaming achievement I'm most proud of was probably finishing, like a few years ago when the 3DS version came out, I actually finished all of the Water Temple without a guide. Yeah, let that sink in. It was an excruciating experience, to say the least, because I spent about 1 to 2 hours just getting lost. Because it was blind. I played through, the Water Temple blind. No guidance whatsoever. So it took like a good hour to 2 hours to get through there. But I finally managed, and it felt so good to do. Because I did have the official Prima guide, but to be honest, Prima guides are kind of rubbish. So I went it alone and actually did it. I played most of Ocarina blind, actually. I actually played Majora's Mask with a walkthrough, basically just because it's a way more complicated game. I couldn't imagine playing without a guide. Shouts to Zelda Dungeon. Also, fun fact, Sonic Team actually has a website, or had a website, and I actually used that as a guide for this game. But I don't think that site is still up, because, well frankly, what are the odds that the site's still going to be up after, like, what would that be, 10, 15 years between when I could have internet access and when no, it probably would have been more like, yeah, actually no, that sounds about right. But yeah, this is another case where, this is essentially the equivalent of Crazy Gadget for Eggman, mixed with a little bit of the Tails level in space. I don't remember the name of it. I think there's an armor upgrade. I think I might have passed it up by accident, just because I don't remember this level very much. Like, I remember it, but I don't remember where upgrades were, because I got through upgrades when I was like 5. That's not true, more like 7 or 8. For this level, probably 8. Yeah, but I was a youngin' when I played this game, long story short. So I feel like it was around here, but I'm not sure. To be honest, the armor upgrade really isn't necessary. I mean, like, we fought Eggman perfectly fine without the armor upgrade, so we can do the same with Tails. Though to be fair, I only have 4 lives, so that's kind of worrying me just a little bit. I'm not like super like, oh my gosh, this could be the worst thing ever. But it is a little concerning only having 4 lives going into the Tails fight because of how notoriously bad I am at the Tails/Eggman fight in this game. Might be down here. Yeah, I think it's down here somewhere. No, wait. I can't even tell where anything is, if like power-up wise, because of the horrible, horrible draw distance in this game. Like just flying around space as Eggman is just really cool. Oh yeah, I should also point out that the hero storyline is actually longer. It has 15 levels. Dark storyline is only 14. So that's part of the reason why the dark storyline. Ow! Thanks, guy, for cutting me off. But that's why the dark storyline is going a little bit faster because of that. Wow, I'm getting comboed. Also, rings don't keep you alive as Eggman. That only works for Sonic. Basically, in the mech levels, rings restore your health. I think I already explained this, but I'll explain it again. So yeah, even though I had rings, I technically still died there. But I was just at a checkpoint, so no bother. No harm done, that's what I meant to say. I feel like one problem with this game is that the levels get exceedingly long as time goes on. And cheap. Did I mention how cheap this level is? Like just stuff coming in from behind you where you can't even see it shooting you. Like how the hell are you supposed to respond to that? Like at least the enemies in front, you can actually see them. But like the enemies that come in from behind, it's like you can't even see them, so yeah, you're supposed to be able to dodge. And yeah, ring score is super important. So this level is like really obnoxious for S ranking, A ranking. I keep saying S ranking because in Generations, which I just replayed by the way, is S ranks. In old Sonic games is A ranks. Sonic DX, that is a very vague way to call it. Sonic Adventure DX, Director's Cut, I think being the full name of it, actually has the worst rank system in the game where you basically can't. Basically, each rank is its own mission. So basically, like first time, so you have to finish each mission at least 3 times if you want S rank stuff. So for example, first mission for Sonic is like get to the end of the level, piece of cake, right? For second stage, you have to finish the stage with I think 50 to 100 rings, depending on the level. I think it's 50. And then the third one is basically finishing up with the time limit. Tails stage. Tails' levels. Wow. That was real bad. Tails' levels, you have to basically, first time through, to get the C rank, you basically finish the stage once. B rank, finish the stage of rings, sets the pattern hopefully, and then the A rank is basically finishing a race against Sonic with like a much harder AI Sonic that is so completely pathetically easy. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie that even as a kid, I managed to A rank all of Tails' stages in DX just because of how laughable Sonic's AI is in that game. Let's see. Knuckles' stage basically is like find the emeralds, which again, it is easier in DX than this game, which is one thing I will give the first Sonic Adventure. It is easier. Knuckles stages are easier. And then the second time, collect rings, I think. It's like finish the stage after a certain amount of rings, I'm not entirely sure. Basically, for me, Sonic Adventure gets like really hazy when it comes to Knuckles onwards. Yeah, Knuckles onwards is super hazy for me. Like, I remember a lot of Sonic and Tails stages, but like, I do not remember much about the others. Okay, so then you have the A rank for Knuckles. I think it's doing it without hints? Or is it with the time limit? I can't remember. Oh shoot, I forgot. Mash B. That's it. All you have to do is aim, hold up, and mash B. I missed the armor upgrade. Oh darn. This doesn't get as thorough of a let's play as I usually do, because I don't care. This isn't like, this is just a for fun, like, hey, I want to replay Sonic Adventure and I need an excuse. Not like I'm not gonna 100% this game because you have to do all the Shower Garden emblems, all the bonus emblems, all the main mission emblems with A ranks.
wasn't so
So
difficult.
yeah, that's my excuse for not wanting to do this game 100%, because getting all 180 emblems is a pain in the butt. If I had the Dreamcast version, even that would be a pain in the butt. I hear they lowered the emblem requirements actually for some of the levels. This is the same cutscene as before. Oh wait.
Always leave a sweet little innocent girl like me alone.
Well, well, young lady. Is there something I can help you with?
Mr. Eggman!
I was also reading that Eggman is used a gun twice in the series.
Tell me where
Once
Sonic
being
Tails are.
this game and the other being Sonic Riders. I think he has the same gun too. Sonic Riders is also the last game with this actor. He passed away in 2005, I think. But Sonic Riders in 2006 actually used archive recordings of Eggman. So that's this actor's last role. Just a little fun fact, I've actually shot myself. That's kind of unfortunate. For some reason, I've noticed that the game kind of lags a bit when Tails is about to do a special move. I don't know if it's just me, but I've always noticed it's really obvious to tell when Tails is going to do a special move. And same with Eggman, there's like this weird hiccup right before the attack happens. And here comes Chao's condescending hits. Over Chao, I should say, actually. And if Tails is in the center, aim for the little cylindrical tower thing. The Vulcan Cannon, I think, is actually better for this fight than the Lock-On, despite what Oma Chao tells you. I feel like it's easier, and unless Tails is just being a derp and walks directly into your shot. Also, for some reason, when using the rocket launcher, Tails has to do that animation twice. The special attack animation. Well, I don't think Eggman has to do it twice. I think that's like a Tails exclusive glitch as far as I know. Power laser, you know it's a power laser basically even before it happens because the animation will only play once. Also, that blue thing is the enhanced charge. I think it detonates upon impact. I forgot to get that as either Tails or Eggman, so that kind of stinks. Oh, it didn't have to do it twice that time. That's interesting. I'm playing it way safe because I only have 3 lives. Normally, I do not play this fight this safe. Because normally I have like 80 lives because I'm using my old file. But this time I'm actually being super conservative just to be on the safe side. Because, not gonna spoil too much, I've already mentioned Final Chase, but this level tends to be kind of a problem.
I guess he was just a regular after all.
Except when he's not.
Legend has it when all 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected, the power creates a miracle. I have 6 of them. They're mine. Oh my.
Here's a plot hole, actually. How did Shadow get all the way down here? Because he doesn't have a Chaos Emerald. He was in the control room. In the story mode, it takes bloody forever to get down to the control room. The weird scene of her smirking is always weird. She also works at the government, so this is kind of a hypocrite. And you know, using her government stuff to like hack everybody to get all Shadow's info. This is one of those cutscenes that has no flow to it, and just even the animation itself is incredibly choppy looking. This is actually a major hint. If you could tell what that was in the picture, keep that in mind. Yeah, keep that picture in mind for the rest of the game. Gonna need it for later. There's actually another plot hole because Eggman gets the Chaos Emerald after Sonic is already just about to blow up the cannon. So, this fight should have already happened. This fight between Shadow and Sonic should have happened by the time Eggman got the last Chaos Emerald. Also, Ryu's is a real downer in this storyline. Yeah, so Shadow's actually a cool character. Kind of like, he got progressively worse though in each Sonic game. who's okay in this game. You just got blonde heroes. You got really annoying Shadow the Hedgehog. And Sonic the Hedgehog kind of returned into his sort of former cool self. But Final Chase is like Super Mario Galaxy before the technology was ready to be Super Mario Galaxy. Is there anything back here? I can tell because it's camera. Also, the music's terrible. A lot of people like music here. I don't. Basically, the gravity mechanic will screw you over. I'm not saying could, I'm saying will. It's very rare for me to go through this level. It's not a life, can't tell. With a weird angle. Okay, that was an extra life. Good. You can run on top here. Yeah, these little. Okay, that's a platform. These little cylinders tend to be really glitchy. So my advice would be to avoid them as much as you can. I actually forgot to get the special item off screen, like I said I would. It kinda stinks. You don't need the flame bracelet or whatever it's called to finish the story. It's just it allows you to access some special stuff occasionally. Like that. Like it looked like also again, like I've said in Luigi's Mansion, I have issues with depth perception. So yeah, this is really difficult for me. This level. Again, I don't think it's actually that bad of a level inherently. I just think it's just a combination of issues for me. Again, between my issues with depth perception and the crazy physics. I feel also those enemies are the worst, by the way. The worst enemies in the game, because they can just kind of take you out like super easily. These paths, red and yellow, basically give you items, which at this point I kind of need, but blue is the correct path. If you're going for a speed run, you want to go down blue, obviously. And this is where things are really crazy. The vertical cylinders. Yeah, homing attacking that guy can lead to some untimely deaths. Like, I'm holding up and I'm still getting snagged on the environment. Like, anytime you see a little hitch up, that's not me, that's the game. Because I'm holding straight up every time. I'm not doing anything differently. And you know, sometimes it's a smooth run, other times it's not. Again, these guys you can kill by rolling. I would recommend trying to make that jump and avoiding the chaos. Because this is kind of a harder stage to A rank in my opinion. So I like to try to avoid taking damage whenever possible. It's actually funny how much damage I've actually taken. The Artificial Chaos have like really unpredictable attack radii in my opinion, so that's another reason why I try to avoid them at all costs. Radii is the plural of radius, if you know. You can actually cheese this part if you're lucky / good at gaming. You can actually jump on top of these and thus save a lot of time, and also not have to worry about the gravity screwing you over. So here, this is kind of a ramp, so you want to kind of get a running start. And that animation, because they didn't really program Shadow to be able to, like, he's not supposed to make it up there with normal speed, but even with max speed, he seems to struggle there, with like almost falling off every time. I didn't think I'd make it on the rail. It looked like I almost went a little too far right of it. Also, Shadow can't do tricks, as far as I know here. You can light dash it to get a slight combo, it doesn't really benefit you any, because it's such a small combo. I think if you light dash, and this is the problem, because some of them going like some of them automatically tracked, other times you don't get automatically tracked and stuff, so it's really awkward. And I'm still holding straight up, so I don't know why. Well, okay, like that. I'm not getting screwed over too badly by the physics in this, at least. So at least so far. I think like Sonic, I think you might be able to get the Mystic Melody for Shadow in here somewhere. I don't know where, because again, it's been ages since I actually got all the power-ups. I actually lost my file too, so on my current file, because it was a copy, it was a backup file from a while ago. I don't even know if I have the Mystic Melody and all the power-ups on that file even, because I had to restart so much. Okay, there's not much more to talk about with this level, really. I'm gonna see... Or okay, I'm not gonna see what's over there. This game had other plans for me. This part stinks. You'll see why. because it's just a straight run down. It sounds like it should be easy, but you get hitched up, you get like hooked on the environment so much it can be really automatic. Like, what the heck was going on there? Break dancing in the air. And this part, like, hit the tech, because you want to hold A and just hold A, because if you press anything, you could be in trouble. It can kind of, like, if you try to homing attack the spin, you'll probably just go flying off into space. So, all things considered, that was actually a really smooth run and final chase.
Too easy for me.
Then get screwed over by bad gravity too much, then get screwed over by enemy AI patterns too much. If I didn't get hit that first time, I probably would have A-ranked it, just because I would have had like 200 rings then. You know, Joel, same cutscene as before. So let's just get on with the fight. This fight is basically the same fight. Sonic can also use Chaos Control, as we've seen. Again, if you're lucky, you can actually light dash into him, like in the Shadow, in the Sonic version of the fight. But I normally don't get that lucky in this fight. But yeah, you can just kind of mash A, and be okay. What you want to be careful about, like kind of the Green Forest fight, is that you do not want to accidentally like fly off the edge of the stage. Yeah, in Sonic Generations, the fight actually involves time to basically knock the meteors into Shadow. It's actually kind of cool, but it doesn't make any sense at the same time. For some reason, I always have more trouble with this fight than Sonic's variant. I don't know if it's actually set harder, or if it's just luck. But actually this time, because he's at one hit, I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'm going to actually do the fight the intended way for once. Just gonna wait for him to stop, and he does Sonic Wind. And I didn't mean to get hit there, so I'm gonna try that again. He fell off the platform. Also, there's a question of, Shadow can't use Chaos Control in this fight. He has no emerald. Yeah, like that. That's what you're supposed to do, but you can't just kind of do this. Mash A. Both work. And awkward segue. Back in the control room. 46 left. Yeah, because the can blows up right as it's going off. So, how did he get to down here that fast? How did he get down to the control room? Because from the observation room, he was all the way the frick over in the main observation room. He got down here in like 10 seconds. So this warning is basically a hint at the last story, and also because the cannon is currently exploding. And then, oddly enough, despite the fact that Eggman is the main character, Shadow's theme actually plays, which is something I don't actually understand, because you think Eggman's theme should play. Another weird thing in the game is you can't actually listen to the full versions of theme songs in the game. You can only listen to the loop that plays in the main story. You can't really listen to like full versions, because iTunes. I don't know how to put it, but basically, the actual full versions are on iTunes by like Tails' theme. Okay, let's see. I need to clarify. Sonic and Shadow's themes are basically set, like they end. But all the other character themes and the sound tests actually loop. The full versions of which are actually found on the official soundtrack for the game. Kinda weird. And you get a Chaos Emerald. And you get a Chaos Emerald. I said that too late because I've seen a Shadow with his hands up way too fast, but okay. This song is weird because it just sounds like mumbling to me. I can't understand a word of the song. Maybe it's just a nonchalant spiking missile shot here. I don't know, this is actually not a horrible run for a semi-blind run. For a semi-blind run, this is actually pretty good so far. Not getting too much bad luck. Not getting too many glitches. And Chikawa Osaka, who voiced Japanese Eggman in Japanese dub, I think also passed away recently. He's also best known for voicing, actually he's been in a ton of things, so it's hard to, but this is in the West, obviously, this is one of his more iconic roles, I think. Because I think even people who play like English dub Sonic are aware of some of the Japanese cast. I think he also voiced like Big Boss in Mokusod 4. And then like, yeah, just tons of roles. But anyway, so I guess in the Japanese dub they're gonna have to recast Eggman. It's gonna be weird. Because he has the same voice literally for the entire series. Brings up a good point actually, that they have not done as many recastings in the Japanese dub as in the English dub. In the English dub they recast the heck out of this franchise, but in the Japanese they've kept the same actors since like Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. I think a couple, like I think Tails got recast from Sonic Adventure. I'm not 100% sure. Basically, the problem was with Tails, they kept casting boys to play Tails in the English dub. So every few years they had to get an actor because his voice would get too old. So now they finally figured out, hey, let's just hire an actress. So we can now select scenes, meaning if we want to play Dark Story, kind of New Game Plus, we can do that now. And we can also do the boss rush for Dark Story. And also like Cosmic Walls, the 2-player stage, so that's unlocked. I think Final Chase isn't. I don't remember. Sad part is this isn't that much more disjointed than the actual dialogue in the game.
Sonic Adventure 2, last episode. Wishes are eternal.
Which also brings up the other point that they did not remember to update that logo. That was the original cutscene, I'm pretty sure. And he did not change a thing about that, so that's why it's so awkward. That's not what I meant. That's why it looks so weird, because it's technically the old cutscene. So I think the character models even look a little bit worse, and obviously they didn't update the title card. So next time on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, the full title, we'll be handling the last story, which is actually really short. It's only 1 level and 2 bosses, and a ton of exposition, so maybe one video left. Next time might be the finale, but maybe not. We'll see. Thanks for watching.